So Paul, in a recent blog post, you wrote that for 2010, B2B marketers should add a New Year's resolution to their list to work on enabling their customer service to be as good and socially agile as possible. Could you elaborate on that?
Sure. So, social media, there's so much going out there as far as, when brands are being mentioned. And, companies need to be listening to that. Typical companies, and I've heard numbers that range into the millions, right? So for Avaya, where I work, 1,000 to 2,500 mentions of the word Avaya, an instance of Avaya, through all social media channels every week. Right, and we're responding to dozens and scores of those every week and every day. When you start to move up into companies that are higher up the food chain, you start to look at folks like Comcast that get 5,000 to 8,000 a week. You look at Dell that gets 25,000 to 30,000 a week. I've heard numbers as high as 1 million, 1.5 million at the Bank of America level. Right, so there are people out there having conversations, significant conversations. So the question becomes, how are you going to respond to all those? And the natural response is, okay, we'll hire some people, we'll start to blog back or tweet back to some of these people, answer these questions, answer these comments. May not be the right answer. The right answer might be, we need to take some of them that are easy to be handled and put them into the contact center and have folks who are trained, who know how to answer tough questions, and have them respond to them as well. So I think certainly the support area is a great place to build a business case for social media. I mean, it's a perfect place to do it, right? If you can turn someone who is unhappy about your product into someone who is happy and an advocate about your product, that you didn't lose them in the process, that's an immediate ROI, right? And if you do that dozens of times, or several dozen of times per year, hundreds of people per year, fantastic ROI on a minimal type of investment. So that's where I think marketers need to think about being more socially agile, especially when it comes to social media and customer service.
So how do you pick from the customer service people that you've got? Do you ask for volunteers so that the more internet savvy people step forward, or do you make sure that they've got a certain level of comfort with internet and social media, or
right.
How do you pick?
Yeah, it's a self-selection process, right? They normally stand up and would like to add that. It's usually your more highly trained individuals who are comfortable with that, or socially adept, maybe, and haven't brought that to the fore. So it comes in a couple of flavors, but it's always the same thing. People stand up and want to take it.